Preparing for future compliance requirements involves a proactive and strategic approach. So here's some of the key steps a company can take. First and foremost, you got to stay informed. Regularly monitor regulatory changes and updates relative to your industry. They're not the same for every industry. Subscribe to some industry newsletters, participating in webinars, joining professional associations for your industry can help you keep you informed. You have to invest in technology. It's not an option. You've got to invest in technology. You got to use some type of compliance management software and the technical tools to automate those compliance processes if you want to be efficient, if you want to be cost effective. You got to track these regulatory changes and you got to show you're complying with them in real time. You have to conduct regular risk assessments. You should do it at least once a quarter, but almost everybody mandates a minimum of once a year. Periodically assessing your potential compliance risk and vulnerabilities in your organization can help you identify areas that you need to improve. And preparing for new regulations, you just got to do this. You got to perform these risk assessments at least annually. And again, I said at least annually. Some industries it's quarterly, and I prefer the quarterly. All of our clients get it quarterly. You got to develop a client's culture. You got to foster a culture of compliance within your organization, providing regular training, encouraging ethical behavior, and leadership has to lead the way. Leadership should be setting the tone by emphasizing the importance of compliance and practicing it themselves. You can't expect your staff and employees to do something that you're not doing. You need to engage the regulatory bodies. Maintain open communication with those authorities. This can provide insights into upcoming changes and help you stay ahead of new requirements. Subscribe to the newsletters from even the FBI's website has a way to be notified. Enhance data governance. Implement robust data governance practices to ensure your data accuracy, your data security, and be compliant with those privacy regulations. This includes maintaining a single source of truth for all companies. You have to have one place that's your gold standard, one place where you track it, you monitor it, and you remediate. Leverage predictive analytics. If you just use those assets and you do predictive analytics, you can usually see what's going to be a problem in the future, and you can proactively react. Establish comprehensive policies and procedures. You need to develop and regularly update policies and procedures to reflect the current and anticipated changes coming. Being ahead of the game is a winner. Ensure these are communicated effectively across your entire organization. It doesn't do any good for you to know it and not share it with your team. You got to collaborate with your industry peers. Engage with other companies in your industry to share best practices and strategies. Your peers can provide valuable insights to what they're doing and how they stay current and how they stay aligned with the current industry standards. Prepare for your audits. Don't wing it. Regularly conduct internal audits to ensure compliance with existing regulations and readiness for new ones. Have a third-party audit. Change up once in a while. This helps you identify gaps and address them proactively. It reduces your risk, creates a risk map so you know what you need to address. By taking these steps, companies can better prepare for future compliance requirements and ensure they remain compliant in an ever-evolving regulatory landscape. And it is ever-evolving. We're looking for big changes before January 1st. All this seems probably overwhelming. It does. I know that we spend hours and hours every week staying compliant. But where do you start? How do you stay current? Do you have the time to spend doing that? The average business CEO, owner, they're working 50 to 80-hour work weeks just keeping their business running and building it. And compliance is a full-time job. So you have to hire your own compliance people, or you need to partner with someone like us who can offer you the full stack, not just managed services, but managed security, managed compliance, compliance as a service. You probably need your own CISO, Chief Information Security Officer, or you need to outsource it to us for a virtual one. There's ways to do this cost effectively. You can save a substantial amount of money offloading this risk to a qualified third party like us or another MSSP. Now, I will tell you there is a difference between an MSSP and an MSP. An MSP is a managed service provider. An MSSP does everything a managed service provider does, but they also have managed security services, P for provider. You need the full stack today. It's not a one-off thing. It's all the stack together that provides that framework for you.